Interesting little article from Zero Hedge. China, what they say, weaponizes yuan or yuan. The yuan, the won, the yuan. Weakens fixed by most since 2016. Well, Gerald Celente, I've been channeling him. Trade wars, currency wars, real wars. One of the things he always said. On the heels of its stealthily easing and not so stealthy, in the past 48 hours, China has cut its 7-day treasury rate to 103 basis points, launched quasi-quantitative easing, told banks to flood the system with liquidity, sent the yuan tumbling, and warned more easing is coming. The People's Bank of China just lowered the axe on the yuan fix, slashing their reference rate by the most since 2016. And if you want to take a look at this chart, yeah, it's a bit bigger. Let's take a look at that. You can see, December, January, February, March, April, May. It's getting a little scary in, April, May, June. But whoa, so we got from June to July. What was one of Donald Trump's thing he was bothered by? China, devaluing their currency. They're not playing fair. They're going to devalue, and this other one's going to devalue. And what does that mean for cryptocurrencies? People are going to want to put their money somewhere, right? Offshore yuan is tumbling to new cycle lows after the fix. CHN is now down over 1,250 pips, if you will, this week. The biggest weekly devaluation since August 2015's plunge. President Trump is going to be pissed. It's just the Bloomberg dollar index. Will China's chaotic capital markets ripple across the world? The yen just snapped stronger. The Indonesian rupiah tumbled 0.5%, and gold is falling. As we concluded previously, so how long before the trade war, which is already shifting to a currency war as a result of the recent record devaluation in the yuan, morphs into a central bank war and a renewed race to the bottom between the world's two most important economies? Or worse still, as Bannon suggested, a kinetic war. Russia is an annoyance. China is our great challenge, he says. Russia's economy is the size of Texas or New York State. It's got a lot of nuclear weapons, but in today's warfare, nuclear weapons are taking a less important role. Trump is trying to end the Cold War and the Korean War, and all he is getting is grief from the globalists. And that's a huge problem because not only are we adversaries with China, we are at war with China, according to Bannon. We're in a war with China, he says. Ray Dalio tweeted the other day, there's 3 types of war: information war, economic war, and guns up, such as kinetic war. They've been at war with us for 25 years. Many people in this room have exacerbated the rise of China. What did old Lindsey Williams say? What was he told years and years ago? His elite friend, watch China. Hey, watch China. China's the big one. Pushing back against the notion that Trump lacks grand foreign policy vision, Trump, like Reagan, is trying to build a foreign policy behind American assertiveness and optimism. Furthermore, the notion that China has advantages over the U.S. in a trade war is laughable. The U.S. can and will win, Bannon said. If they devalue their currency, they're just going to flood more dollars out. That's what their own people think about their economy. We allowed them to take the South China Sea. Donald Trump is not going to back off this. Donald Trump is not going to blink. Victory is when they give us access to their markets. This trade war is going to end in victory, and what you're going to see is a reorientation of the entire supply chain out of China, according to is that Bannon? Yeah, it was also Bannon. But, Zero Hedge says, we remind readers that hope is not a strategy. Don't be smoking hope, EM. Take care.